okay. I think
Okay,
you're
good.
Good. I mean, you're not okay because you've been very busy, but
Are your mics on?
yeah,
Okay, just
I
want
can
to
see
make
it.
sure. Okay.
If not, let us know. We'll figure it out. All
Maybe.
right.
Of course, they couldn't hear you say it. Let us know. So.
Yeah, exactly. Normally on Thursdays we don't do this because we have meetings, but today is pretty significant with weather, so we are here to tell you guys all about it. I'm sure people are waking up to a lot different look than they're used to outside.
And this is not the main storm,
Mhm.
what we have out there right now. And this will be going away around midday today. So, an inch or two of snow. Slowing the morning commute, although the salt trucks are out there and temperatures are right around freezing. So they get the salt on the roads. It's melting away pretty fast. Friday into Saturday, we have a couple of first alert weather days.
Back
And
to
that
back.
back to back, and that is never good when they're back to back. We are talking 8 or more inches of snow in the area. Again, that is Friday into Saturday. Wind gusts 40 plus miles per hour. Obviously, major travel impacts are expected, and the potential's there. There could be some power outages too, which it's not good, but whenever you get wind gusts that are up around 40 or more miles per hour, you've got to mention that. Already, the National Weather Service has a winter storm watch for most of our area. Washtenaw, Lenawee counties, and the Metro Detroit area currently not under a watch. I would suspect later on today we will see some sort of warning issued from the National Weather Service, so stay tuned for that. But at least right now it is a watch, which means it is possible. Well, let's start off talking about this morning before we kind of build into what's coming. Pinpoint Doppler radar as you get ready to head off to work or school. We do have some snow flying right now, just enough to coat the car if it's been outside overnight. And a little heads up, there was some freezing drizzle briefly before the snow started. So it's not going to be an easy, just go out there and brush the snow off and you're ready to go. There might be a little bit of ice underneath it. The main roads, they've been out salting them, and most of them are just wet. But those secondary roads in your neighborhood definitely can be a bit slick. A little look at our sky cams, our Meridian Company sky cams. 127 on the Clinton-Ingham County line. Kind of a dreary looking day, still some snowflakes in the air, but the traffic appears to be moving along just fine on that stretch of roadway. Here is downtown Mason, where they are out clearing the sidewalks at the Ingham County Courthouse. We picked up a quick inch of snow there, and in downtown Jackson they've got the salt down, so the road's not bad downtown, but notice there is still some snow flying right now in Jackson. Current temperatures, and this is working in our advantage, they're close to freezing. Lansing 30, Jackson 31, 30 in Hillsdale. Marshall right now is at 31 degrees. So today this snow should wind down around midday. We got a lot of clouds, though, for the afternoon. Today's a day that, if you need gas for the snow blower, or, you need to pick up a prescription or something, you might want to get that done today. I don't think you're going to need to stock in for, you're going to be tied up at home for a week.
Okay.
But, you definitely, if you can, kind of take care of what you need through the weekend. We take a look at this evening, just some clouds, and the clouds are with us tonight. But that's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's the leading edge of what is coming in. And initially, the morning commute, I think we are going to be just fine. But we will run through what we are anticipating throughout the day tomorrow. And that snow that is just fine for the morning commute kind of spreads in over the area. Of course, the darker shadings of blue is heavier snowfall. So noon, we have some snow flying in Lansing, possibly Jackson. May still not be in the Metro Detroit area just yet, or in northern Michigan, but that does change. Now, our one wild card with this storm, and this will really be sorted out probably later on today. I would think when Colton's here around 2 o'clock, we might have a little better indication. The storm's coming out of the Rockies, and we get a sample from it. The big question is, does it pass Friday evening over the Lansing area and bring a brief little period of rain, It's not like a repeat of a couple of days ago, but enough to kind of tamper the snow down a little bit. Or does the storm move over towards Metro Detroit and leave Lansing and Jackson in snow the entire time? Computer models, they haven't quite worked that out yet, but now that the storm is, well, it moves out of the Rockies, they get some samples from it, and the computer models will do a little better job with it. Little arrows are the winds.
I was going to say, they're all blowing.
Kind of, the low is in Indiana.
Yeah.
So, they blow counterclockwise around it, and the winds definitely Friday evening. There'll be some gusts at times, 40 miles per hour or more. Notice that little switch to rain. If we see it doesn't last long, boom, it's gone. Saturday morning, snow is flying. We shift the winds around to the north and northwest, and that is going to open the door for the coldest air we have seen so far this season. Like, we're talking highs in the teens early next week and still gusty winds. So, we'll have wind chills that are back below zero good portion of next week, or at least the first half. This is 3 p.m. on Saturday. The storm itself off to the northeast, but you get cold air moving across Lake Michigan. You get that lake effect snow to go. And with these real strong winds, from time to time, some of those snow bands will make it into our area as well. So this is the predicted snowfall. Right now, again, this is still subject to change, so don't chisel it in stone or anything. By 4 p.m. tomorrow, 2 to 4 in Lansing and Jackson, maybe 4 to 6 in Hillsdale. So your drive into work tomorrow morning may be okay if you've got an option to get out early. Take that option, because the snow will be more than likely coming down at a pretty good clip during the afternoon commute on Friday. And then, we'll run it through 7 o'clock in the morning, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 inches of snow. It looks like the heaviest snow will be just northwest of Lansing, so parts of Gratiot County, Ionia County, the Grand Rapids area, Mount Pleasant, northern lower Michigan, but still 6 to 10 is nothing to thumb your nose at. And the winds will be picking up. When we get on the backside of the storm, what will initially be kind of wet snow will become a little lighter in consistency, so it'll be blowing around. They'll be blowing and drifting during the day on Saturday is the way it looks right now. So not a pretty forecast. No. We take a look at today. Watch the roads this morning, especially some of those secondary roads that haven't been touched yet. Still some snowflakes, 10 a.m., noon, 4, 8, we're fine. We're fine tonight. And initially tomorrow, tomorrow morning should still be okay, but it kind of goes downhill in the afternoon. So, windy, mid-30s tomorrow. We pick up 2 to 4, 3 to 6 during the day. That snow, for the most part, should continue Friday night and Saturday. The winds actually pick up a little bit in speed, mid-20s for highs Saturday. And if you notice, the low Friday night's 24 and the high's 26. The temperatures are probably falling during the day on Saturday.
Okay.
Still windy on Sunday somewhat, although not as bad as Friday and Saturday. Some snow showers around, a high of 16. 12 on Monday. Wind chills will be well below zero at that point. And notice the teens Tuesday and Wednesday, and some more snow showers on Thursday.
What is this right here?
What?
This low Monday night into Tuesday. Is that a negative?
That is -1. But, the wind chill will probably be, like minus 15 or so at that time. So, okay, that's actually not too bad.
Let's not get crazy here, Darrin.
Remember, you can always take a look at our updated forecast on the News 10 First Alert Weather app. Again, this is a major winter storm that we're going to be dealing with. Gets going tomorrow morning. Heavy snow is expected to be Friday night.
Okay, we do have a couple of questions.
Sure.
First, I'm going to go with one that we actually had emailed to us yesterday evening.
Okay, I'm going to back the graphic up a little bit.
Okay.
Hopefully you can help us out.
Sandra said that the weatherman, I don't know which one, kept saying 4 to 6 inches of snow by Thursday evening, but the TV screen shows Friday and the storm isn't even coming until Friday. Please clarify. But I do not know where she's asking this from, so that might be.
Well, obviously the weather person was a little bit confused on that.
Okay.
Oh, and that happens. There is a lot going on and a lot to talk about, a lot of moving pieces on this. And, we're not working off of scripts doing the weather.
No, I've seen them right now, so there's no script.
There is no script. You know, we are talking with the help of our maps and things, but yeah, that would have been an error if they said 4 to 6 by Thursday. It's actually Friday, and if that was me, I'm sorry. You know, I was off yesterday. I may have had my days off. So again, Friday morning, just a little bit of snow around. Again, your Friday morning commute, I don't think is going to be that big of a deal, but the snow gradually filters in. Notice noon, we do have some snow, and then, you know, your drive home from work on Friday, not looking good at all. And the wild card is if that low comes up and over the Lansing area, and briefly Lansing, Jackson, over towards Detroit, there's going to be that switch over to rain just for a short time. So that'll cut down a little bit on the snow accumulation, but it's still, you know, whether you have 6 plus, 8 plus, 10 plus inches, it's a lot of snow, and it's going to be blowing around too.
And then Joel is asking a question on our Facebook Live. And again, if you're watching this live on Facebook or YouTube, you can ask us questions and we'll answer them right here in real time.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on the National Weather Service issuing blizzard warnings for the area counties?
That is a possibility.
Okay.
And the reason why is I believe it's 35 miles per hour for 4 or 5 hours, you know, as far as winds. That is a possibility.
And it doesn't have to be snowing for it to be
No, and that's, you know, people often say, well, you know, blizzard is, you know, lots of snow and wind, but you could have very little snow and wind, and it's categorized as a blizzard. So, you know, that they could go that route. They could go the winter storm warning route. I suspect that we will go the winter storm warning route first, and then, you know, if they feel the need to issue a blizzard warning. But yeah, this is not a good storm at all.
This is a pretty specific question. We're going to try to answer it. How much snow for Saturday at 6 p.m. for Napoleon, Michigan? I think somebody has plans. So
let's see. Let me see here. Let me go ahead here on my little graphic.
Saturday at 6 p.m.
Okay, so there is Saturday at 7 a.m. It'll be snowing in Napoleon.
Okay.
And here is Saturday at noon. It'll be snowing in Napoleon, although it's scattered snow at that point, and at 3 p.m. So I don't know if I can stop this right at 6. Oh, it kind of went by that. I wished I could back it up a little bit, but you know, the bulk of the snow should be on the ground by midday on Saturday, but there will still be some snow showers around. So
you should know.
I would think Napoleon, it's going to be 8 plus.
Okay. Hopefully that helps you out.
Yeah, I wish I could be more specific on that, but you know.
What do we think about schools may closing because of the snow amounts increasing throughout the day?
I think that's really the superintendents are going to make that call. I don't know if they will, you know, there could be some districts that send a note home with the kids saying, hey, we're going to be closed on Friday. I mean, that happens sometimes in these situations. There could be others that say, well, we think we can, you know, get the morning classes in. I would think that, you know, traditional time they let out 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, it is going to be snowing very heavily at that time. So, you know, might be a situation where they go in the morning and they have an early dismissal. But, you know, each district makes their own decision on that.
And it's very, I mean, if you look at the map, depending on where you're at, what school district you're at, it could be very different.
But I think, you know, by the time we hit noon, tomorrow, all of us will have some snow flying, and it's, you know, starting to pick up in intensity, especially Lansing and Jackson and to the west.
Rachel, hopefully that answered your question.
Yeah, I wished I had a definitive answer. I do not have the power to close school.
She also said, please say no. We understand.
We've had teachers going, we need a snow day. And I'm going, you were just off for 2 weeks.
So the good thing is we will always have your school closures on the First Alert Weather app as well. So that's another feature.
And if you're a superintendent out there watching, you know, can I raise my hand and speak up a little bit maybe for parents that are out there? It's probably easier for them if school is closed as opposed to you're at work and at noon you get they let the kid out of school. So I'm just saying. But those decisions, they're all made. Some parents are going, no. I want my mornings free.
Yeah.
You know, they make those decisions, not me.
All right. So hopefully that answered everybody's questions. If you have more, don't forget you can still ask on this Facebook post.
Yeah, and we go through a little later on. We answer some of them. Colton will be here this afternoon, what, about 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock.
If not before then, he'll have some updates at that time. By the time he's here, too, we may have some sort of update with this winter storm watch.
He loves his data, so... Has he ever told you that he loves his data?
I just tune him out sometimes. He'll just go wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Are you like one of his students?
His students love him.
They do. Well, he's also going to be on News 10 today at 11 with Taylor Gattoni, and here is some of the news stories you can see on that newscast. We're going to have the latest on an officer-involved shooting in Lansing, plus highlights from last night's GOP debate, and I had to read into this one. The food fight. The food fight at MSU. Talking about school closings. It's not what you think it is, but we're going to explain everything on News 10 today at 11, and then like Darrin said, 2 o'clock, Colton will be back here on the News 10 Plus digital desk with Taylor Gattoni to take another look at your weather, give you the latest, and we're going to look at what our news team is working on for over 90 minutes of news, starting with First at 4.
They going to have a food fight, too?
You've been in this room when food arrives. You've been in this building when food arrives.
Yeah, it's like starving animals. There's people I don't even think work here anymore. They just show up when there's food in the building.
He's worked in that back closet for 17 years, and I have no idea who he is, but he came up for tacos.
Well, yeah, once food shows up there, I'll come running out.
Imagine us wasting food in a food fight, how that would go.
Nothing is ever wasted here. Let's put it that way.
All right. So some people are seeing, please say yes to the snow days. Please say no. It all depends, but we will keep you updated as soon as we learn more on all of that. So
very good.
It's that time of year, so.
We were hoping we'd avoid it.
We were so close. You know what? I'm still going to blame Colton because he wanted snow for his birthday.
What's this, a little late?
Well, his birthday is on Saturday.
Oh, it's this Saturday. Okay, well then. Good. He'll get to work all day Saturday. Happy birthday.
All right. Have a great Thursday, everybody.